Are you like many others starting your gym journey today? Starting off at the gym can be extremely intimidating, and I totally get it, but fear not. I've got the guide for you to help you go from gym noob to gym pro immediately. Here are 5 mistakes that gym beginners make. Let's get straight into it. What's up, folks? It's your boy Coach Ty back at you with another one, and in today's video I've got 5 mistakes that gym newbies make. Now I'm putting a focus on gym newbies obviously because it is New Year's. During my personal training days, obviously New Year's would be our busiest time of the year, and during my personal training days I would often ask a new client, why is this important to you? Why do you want to work out? Why do you want to get into better shape? Why are bigger arms important to you? Why is losing body fat important to you? Why? And I drill on that question why until we got to the real source of what finally motivated the person to action. The why is important because, again, it's what motivates you to action, especially at times when you don't feel like going. And by the way, there are going to be many days when you don't feel like going. The key is getting up and going anyway. One of the most common reasons I heard for why a person hadn't started their fitness journey previously was fear. Fear of not knowing what to do, fear of looking stupid to the other people in the gym, fear that you were gonna hurt yourself, and on and on. But a quick reminder before we get into the 5 mistakes, please remember, everybody, even the biggest guy or the most ripped girl at the gym at one point was in your shoes. They had no clue what they were doing. They didn't know how the machines worked. They didn't know proper squat form. They didn't know how to do a deadlift. Everybody started from zero like you are today. And what you'll often find is those people who are all intimidating looking and look like they've forgotten more about fitness than you've ever heard. Again, they've been in your shoes. So they will be a great person to ask questions to, and people who are fitness enthusiasts are usually extremely happy to help, especially the biggest guy in the gym. The biggest guy in the gym in 9 out of 10 cases is the most friendly guy in the gym. But there is a very quick way to annoy the hell out of everyone in the gym, and that is bad etiquette. But again, don't worry about it. I'm here to help you avoid those mistakes. Mistake number 1. Done with that. I'm done with this machine, and proceeds to skip to the next one. A common mistake many newbies make is not cleaning up behind themselves. And honestly, if I'm being honest, I hesitate to put this on being a gym newbie because I wonder why people don't naturally intuit that you need to clean up behind yourself. Although I suppose, well, a lot of people don't naturally intuit that, so I guess I just, I don't quite understand it, but it is what it is. You need to always clean up behind yourself. There's also an issue of it being unsanitary. If you're working hard and you sweat on a machine, turn around, spray the machine down, wipe it off. Every gym has spray or wipes now. Clean your machine before you move on, because it is absolutely not fair to expect somebody else who doesn't know you from a hole in the wall to come behind you and sit in your nasty ass sweat. Have some respect. Mistake number 2.
Excuse me. How many sets do you have left?
19.
Okay.
Claiming a machine as your own. While you're working out, you might catch somebody looking at you from across the room. Now, while they may think you're really hot, what they probably are thinking is, I wonder how much longer they have on that machine because I need it. Have the courage. I'm gonna ask you to have a little courage. What I do is I'll wave at the person and they'll take their earbuds or their headphones off and I go, are you waiting on this machine? Sometimes they'll say no. Sometimes they'll just be you'll just happen to catch them looking at you, because people look at other people in the gym. This is another thing. Shout out to Joey Swole doing the Lord's work. Sometimes people just look at other people in the gym. But other times they're looking at you because they want your machine. Everybody is in the gym to put in work, try to get their workout done, and then get gone. So letting someone work in with you on a machine is an extremely kind thing to do and will win you a whole lot of friends. Or if hypothetically somebody walks over to you and directly asks, how many sets do you have left on this machine? Say the amount of sets that you have left and then say, but do you want to work in? You're welcome to. Many people will just go, no, it's okay, I'll wait until you're done. However, again, it's the kind thing to do. Mistake number 3, this one is in particular rage-inducing for me. Working out in front of the dumbbell rack. Now, I think a lot of newbies are genuinely, blissfully ignorant as to the frustration you cause by working out directly in front of the dumbbell rack. Just think for a moment about what it is you're doing. Other people are going to need to get to that dumbbell rack and they can't because you're working out directly in front of it. So whatever exercise it is that you're doing with your dumbbells, grab your dumbbells and at least get a few feet away from the dumbbell rack so other people can grab their dumbbells or put them back when they're done. Again, just like our last mistake, you want to consider other people's time. Just like you want to get into the gym, get done, and leave, everybody else wants to do the same thing. So by slowing other people down, you're gonna piss people off. Mistake number 4, and this one's a little more complicated. Throwing weights or making excessive amounts of noise. Now, if you're in a gym with a deadlift platform and someone's deadlifting heavy, they're gonna make some noise. Everybody's got active noise canceling earbuds and headphones now, so that I think is fair to overlook. You can't exactly set down 300, 400, 500 pounds lightly. However, I have seen many times people just doing the most. There is no need to scream while you're lifting. There is never a reason to scream while you're lifting. Never. Or for example, you're doing a dumbbell bench press and you have to get the dumbbells off of you. There's really not a way to set those dumbbells down softly. If you do, you might, because you have to go all the way behind your body, you might tear something. So you have to drop the weights. But again, do your best to set them down as softly as you are able to. And also, never throw the dumbbells off of you. I've seen this many a time. Somebody gets done with a set with their dumbbells and they just drop them. Dumbbells break. Seems like some people don't or are unaware of the fact that dumbbells do break. And if you just drop them from hip height or, God forbid, shoulder height, you can snap some dumbbells. Or even worse, consider the fact that dumbbells bounce when you drop them. So if you drop them and they bounce and land on someone's foot, now you've got a really big problem on your hand. And I also want to be honest again, the reason many people will just throw weights is to go, hey everybody, look at me and these heavy weights I'm lifting. No one cares. Sincerely, no one cares, especially to the gentleman who may be watching this. The pretty girl on the treadmill, I guarantee you, she does not care how much you bench press with dumbbells. She probably doesn't care how much you deadlift either. There's a chicken right outside my door trying to stop me from being great, but it won't work. Mistake number 5, not having a plan. Now, this mistake is more so for you and not the other people in the gym. Although it can cross over into territory where it does start to affect other people. When you go to the gym without a plan, you tend to kind of wander around aimlessly and just pick a machine because it looks, I don't know, good. Before hitting the gym, go in with a plan. This will make your workouts far more efficient. You'll spend much less time thinking about what you should do, and instead, well, working out. Do a little research, assess your why. So if your why is getting stronger, then you would want to err toward a powerlifting style program. If your why is losing body fat, that would be a slightly different kind of program. If your one goal is building muscle, that would err you towards a certain kind of program. But as a beginner, your body is primed to make progress. Everybody always talks about the newbie gains. You make progress extremely quickly when you first start. And you can help take advantage of that if you go in with a plan. Remember guys, it is totally okay to be a beginner. Every expert started off as a beginner. You have to lift 5 pounds before you can lift 100. You have to lift 100 before you can lift 200, and on and on and on. It's okay to be a beginner. You walk into that gym confidently in this new year, and you make all the gains that you've been wanting to make. I remember the first time I was told by a client that she didn't start working out because she was so intimidated by the gym. And I remember being kind of confused by that at first, but she explained to me, just again, feeling like she had no clue what she was doing and feeling like everybody else knew what they were doing. Here's a little secret. A lot of the people who are jacked and ripped, a lot of them don't know what they're doing either. They don't. You know the difference between them and everybody else? They've been working out 5 to 7 days a week for 5 to 10 years. That's the difference. They showed up and they kept on going. So at its foundation, at its core, all you really need to do, show up with a plan and keep showing up with a plan. And that's gonna get you where you wanna go. Thanks for listening and watching. As always, I appreciate you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go check us out on MuscleWiki.com and MuscleWiki.com/workouts. We've got over 60 workouts and I believe 15 routines now. So go check us out there if you do want to get a plan for yourself. And Happy New Year. Deuces.